You know, sometimes to make your life just a little bit easier, you have to commit a heinous crime. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Today we're going to be doing one simple trick that's going to make your life farming up money substantially easier. And this actually comes from a tip from the community that says if we imprison our follower, in theory, we should be able to harvest all of our crops without them ever getting in the way, which means it'll be a lot easier for us to collect all of those nice golden precious resources. And then upon their release from prison, should in theory go collect all of the vegetables or whatever you harvested all at once, and then you can collect everything at the same time. This should substantially speed up the process of making money. So we're gonna imprison poor Wally today. Wally, I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. Look at his poor little face. He looks so sad. He knows what's about to happen. Now, I've never imprisoned anybody in this game, but I do know we're going to need some fences. And what I've done was picked up some of these white picket fences that are around the map. If you can go into your inventory and then go to furniture, you can hit Y and you can actually pick these up. So if you click the remove all option, this will actually pick up that whole batch. You know what? I'm just going to pick up all of this right here, and we'll have it in our inventory. And then we can put these fences down and use them somewhere else to imprison our poor little villager. Wally, I just want you to know that you're still very much my favorite, and I love you so very much, and I'm sorry that I have to imprison you, my poor little baby. But I think we're going to need to do a couple different experiments to figure out what the best way to do this is going to be. If we go into our landscaping and then to fencing, we can place fences down, but you'll see that the villager disappears. So I think the villager is still technically there. So if we like drag like that, and then drag like this, and then drag, there we go. That when we exit out of this, the villager will respawn, and hopefully we didn't trap ourselves at the same time. Let's see what happens when we exit out, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. I'm so sorry, Wally. He just wants to help. So Wally is in fact trapped in there, but the problem is every time you go to harvest, you're going to have to trap your villager. That didn't take very long though, so now we have to see if this actually works. So what should happen is as we're collecting this, if Wally's close enough, then we should get all of the extra ones. And then if Wally's not close enough, then what'll happen is when we release him, he'll go and actually collect all of the resources for you. So the goal here is going to be to harvest both of these pumpkin plots and potentially sacrifice my pumpkins in the hopes that this actually works and provides us with a little bit easier of a process. Now, the reason we want to do this is because your villagers have a tendency to get in the way when you get those nice golden crops. I'm sure we'll get one here at some point. Now, I did find a little bit of a solution for this without having to trap our villager, which was to use Remy instead, because Remy is so small and actually stands kind of far away from you when you're harvesting, and allows you to harvest your plants pretty easily as well. But then at the same time, the additional bonus is that you can collect all of the bonus resources at the same time rather than having to stop and pick them up along the way if you have a large plot of crops. There we go. So we got our harvest multiple on the pumpkins there. And wham bam, thank you ma'am. Super easy to collect all of those because the villager is not in the way. I'm really hoping that what Disney does in the future is just allows you, if you're holding the A button, to just automatically collect off of that. I don't know if they'll do that because maybe they want it to be a challenge for you to be able to get all of those little bonus resources, but maybe it's something they'll consider. All right, the moment of truth. Now, when we remove all of these, Wally should then be free and collect all of the resources for us at the same... Oh my god! It works! Oh, that was beautiful. Maybe don't do this on the Switch with a massive crop plot, because your Switch might catch on fire. Now the question is there an easier and faster way to do this? Maybe. So I was doing a couple of different tests, and I was curious that if I'd completely fenced in like the large crop plots, then I could just leave like a little gap open that I could then close whenever I needed to harvest it. But I realized that was going to take a ton of fences, and I still don't know how to even craft these white picket fences, which is a bit of a bummer. And I was like, well, maybe you don't want to completely fence in all of these areas, and it seems like it might be a little bit more work. So what I realized was what we could do is just leave part of this open like that, And then if you made it deep enough, you could walk into it, your villager would follow you right in, and then you just go into your inventory, go to furniture, go like that, and then if you click on the post here, you'll get the little option to drag it out. And if you just do that, then wham bam thank you ma'am, your villager's trapped, and it's pretty quick than having to rebuild the entire thing every single time. But anyways, it's a nifty little trick. I do really hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one.